Baby, somebody had to shut Meghan McCain down today, and it was somebody from her own party. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click that subscribe button, click that bell, so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I really appreciate it if you do subscribe and you click the bell. Last night was fun. I did a live stream where people called in and stuff. I may do one tonight. I don't know, maybe at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I also ask icebreaker questions, and this icebreaker question is: the Republican Party always seemed to be, before the Trump era, as a structured party. Now, in my opinion, I feel like it has become more of a Democratic Party, because the Democratic Party, in my opinion as well, has become, or has always been unstructured. So do you feel like the Republican Party has become a mess, just like, the left? Maybe not as, of course, the views are different and we're not as radical. People in Democrat aren't really as radical as the Republican Party, but it has become unstructured. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. Patreon.com/JOA. If you donate at least $5 a month, I really appreciate that. I want you guys to watch this clip, and I'm going to come back with some more.
I agree with that. Speaker Boehner, I'm worried that we are headed towards the most divided time in our nation. And President Biden has promised to usher in a new era of bipartisanship. So far, he has issued more than 50 executive orders and chosen to go it alone on issues like the stimulus. You said that President Obama never made reaching across the aisle a priority. Is Biden continuing the tradition? And my understanding is he still hasn't even called Kevin McCarthy and just recently called Mitch McConnell.
Well, listen, Joe Biden's a good guy. He's a traditional Democrat. And what he's trying to do right now is hold his party together. There's this skirmish that's been going on between the progressive wing of the Democrat Party and the traditional wing of the Democrat Party. And up to this point, President Biden's been keeping close to the progressive wing at the expense of working with Republicans to work in a bipartisan way. He's got a very difficult job in his party these days. He's got a very difficult job as it is being president. But I'm hopeful that here in the coming weeks, we'll see President Biden reaching out. I worked with him for 30 years. I know this guy inside and out. There isn't a thing in the world that Joe Biden and I couldn't work out together. It wouldn't be everything I wanted. It certainly wouldn't be everything he wanted. But we could have found enough common ground to do some good things on behalf of the American people.
So say what you want about Joe Biden. I mean, I've said many things about him. I told you guys I didn't vote. I didn't vote last 4 years either, because I just found both of them inauthentic. And as well, I didn't agree with Joe Biden's politics when it came towards my own peoples. Like, you got to be inclusive to everybody. You preach inclusivity, but then you're saying you're pro-Israel. So that means you're anti-Palestine. So I just couldn't vote for a man that wasn't true for myself. And I just also couldn't vote for Trump because of the whole BS, that Middle Eastern peace deal that till this day they're still touting as one of their greatest accomplishments within the past 30 years or whatever amongst presidents, which is a bunch of BS, because, I have firsthand knowledge of sources back home that, and plus, like, it wasn't inclusive to Palestinians, and the Palestinians, they were pissed off with the United Arab Emirates. They felt like, it's just they were betrayed. So that's my reasons for not voting for either or, and for not voting for last year as well, because Hillary just was inauthentic to me as well. So, but I will say this in terms of American politics. He always touts to be inclusive. He's everyone's president, regardless if he voted for him or not. I also will give him the fact that he takes questions. And, he done only one press conference, but at least his press secretary is taking questions, and she's respectful with different reporters. Way better than the Kayleigh McEnany with them fake ass binders that she, flipping them binders like she got, something of value in them when it's literally probably empty. But I just don't understand how Meghan McCain is saying that Biden is touting towards just his party, and he's just now including Mitch McConnell in a stimulus, when really Mitch McConnell never really cared for a stimulus. He didn't believe in a monthly stimulus. He didn't even believe in giving people unemployment benefits, And so it's like, I don't blame Joe Biden for not including a Republican Party in this, because the party, that McConnell party, that Trump party is greedy. They don't want to give the American people money. We're in a pandemic. The pandemic got to where it's gotten because of the last quote unquote leadership that we had. And so it's fair that Biden, in my opinion, did not include McConnell from the start when it came towards signing a bill for a stimulus check. And so I just also find it odd, and I said this before, that Joe Biden is a man that Meghan McCain knew most of her life. And here she has her husband who touts that he's senile on Fox News. As you guys saw this clip before, watch this again.
This is another garbage speech full of lies from a senile person who thinks that they're in charge of America, but actually isn't running anything. And I'm not going to pretend otherwise.
So her husband, Ben Dominaz, is calling him senile, while Joe Biden's son, Beau, had the same stage 4 cancer, had the same condition that Meghan McCain's father had. And, this man just comforted her and everything. And I personally think that it's definitely not her commentary. And I personally feel like she doesn't disagree with Biden politically. I just personally feel that it is her husband telling her X, Y, and Z what to say, because before Biden got elected, Meghan McCain just simply said out of her mouth that she may have to quit television. But it's her husband that's saying X, Y, and Z. Meghan McCain is not really, the girl that talks about politics and talks about X, Y, and Z in a bad manner. I just personally feel like her husband has a mouth. And so someone in the Twitter was like, her husband should get a producer credit for The View, which I highly do agree, because, this is not the same Meghan McCain that was on The Wendy Show or that was on The View at 24 years old. It's totally different after she got married. It's ludicrous that we are the most powerful country in the world, and here we have other places around the world getting monthly checks, but yet people here that are suffering, we can't even get a basic $600 check a month without this fiasco that goes on in our governmental system. So it's crazy. And I also do recall that, Meghan McCain is like, she says that she detects. Now, this video, which she was on Wendy in 2013, Meghan McCain simply said that she detects when there's someone that she's dating that they want to get into politics. I want you guys to watch this, and I'm going to come back with some more. Well, obviously, her husband doesn't want to get into politics. He doesn't want to run for office, but he wants to get into the media sphere as she is. So, baby, that's the same thing. Like, he's using you as a networking lane, and you did not detect that, obviously, because you were so used to having the experience with men that were trying to run for office politically. So now you met the man that's really doing the same thing, but doing a different industry, which is media. And so with him marrying you, now he's about to get a primetime slot for a week tryout on Fox News starting soon, this week or next week, starting April 19th, I believe. And so that's all because he's married to a McCain. So simply said, you failed with your marriage, because you said on Wendy that you detected in a second, but baby, you did not detect him trying to use you for his own personal gain and for his own clout chasing game. And so, you know what? Y'all two deserve each other. It's obviously that he's brainwashing you. And I'm going to expect a possible maybe divorce in some years to come. And I hope I'm here to talk about it. So, I mean, it's perfectly clear that Ben Dominaz is more of a conservative than John McCain. That's been said on The View before. And so it's also clear that Meghan McCain is being trained to be more even conservative than her own father and mother, and even more than this guy that was being interviewed by her. And I kept looking at his little hole right here. And I was like, he need to put some makeup right here. I was like, that was disgusting. It's like he got a knife and did this. Like, that was nasty. But anyways, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments below about this whole situation. Please answer my icebreaker question. Do you feel like the Republican Party has become unstructured? Patreon.com/JOAJOA. I may do a live tonight as well at 8 p.m. It was really interesting and fun last night, and I'm happy that I finally get to talk to you guys on screen. And I would love to some people to come on camera. So I'm gonna make something, like do something, a little show, and I can come on. We can talk about something, hopefully. Please do subscribe and click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. Shout out to J.I.A. Bang. Shout out to Cindy from last night. Shout out to Dark Love. Shout out to Eric and Greg Bryant. I'm just thinking of people who I know, but Greg wasn't there. But like, just people that support me on my channel, and I sincerely do appreciate it. Deuces. Yay.